IT Expo, Los Angeles, California, 2008.
Good morning. I'm coming to you from IT Expo West in Los Angeles, California. This is the morning of day 3 of our show. And I'm joined now by Mark Morrell, Vice President of Contact Center Solutions at Nortel. Good morning, Mark. Welcome.
Good morning. It's good to be here.
So let's get into some of what you're seeing, particularly in the contact center market, in terms of some of the different types of customers that your experiences have brought you.
Well, you know, the types of customers have really changed over the last period of time, and really it's the behaviors of those customers that have been significantly changing. I mean, who would have thought just over the last 15 years that 1 of every 8 marriages in the U.S. would be a product of actually meeting online? Who would have thought that my 5-year-old across the street would have a cell phone? So what we've gone from is really a behavioral change from our customers wanting just to be connected to the expectation that information was available to them. But now things have changed to the point that our customers expect to be part of the process. They want to participate. They want to provide feedback in any device that they want to use, wherever they're at any time. So really it's been the behavior of our customers that have changed significantly.
Now, speaking of the behavior of your customers, there's been a lot of focus on customer self-service lately as well. So what's going on in terms of the dynamic between agent-based help and self-service?
Well, what we actually have done a study here recently, which is interesting. We did a study in the UK and in the US, and what we found that our customers are really much more interested in actually talking and using self-service and speech applications to front end those agent conversations that they may be having. They are okay with getting certain types of information, whether it be account balance, whether it be a flight update, using self-service and not necessarily having to talk to an agent. So we find that front-ending contact center solutions with a self-service application can be not only very good for the customer, but also can significantly reduce costs for the organization itself.
And we all know it's about saving costs.
Absolutely.
What are some of the fundamental things that, in your mind, are driving some of the change that we're seeing in the contact center space?
Well, there's a term that's been used out in the industry today, and it's called Web 2.0. Of course. We're using that here at this conference, which is great. You know, if we look at a Web 1.0 world, which is the world which we've been involved in, it was really around the organization dictating the messages to their customers, to analysts and the press, to everybody in the marketplace. You know, we were responsible for determining what the messages were in the market, but things have changed. The market today actually requires that the community is actually controlling the message in a Web 2.0 world. So what does that mean for a contact center? Well, they have to get involved in more aspects of that community. They cannot be, can't depend on solely their direct relationship with their customer controlling all the messages. An example of this is I have a peer that works in my office with me. He recently bought a BMW motorcycle. His interaction with BMW is not necessarily through the dealer, and it's not through BMW directly. If he wants to know how to fix or work or repair on his motorcycle, what he is now doing is he's going on the internet and chatting and working with other online users of a BMW, and they're dictating what he should be doing with his motorcycle and giving him advice. He then goes back to the organizations, whether it be his dealer or BMW themselves, to verify the information. But you can see there's a lot of different people that are actually dictating the messages that he's receiving about his particular product. So that message control is now within the community.
It almost sounds like something between agent assistance and self-service.
It is, and that correlation is really important. That when we look at it from a Nortel perspective, we're looking at how do we enable our customers to incorporate all the pieces of technology, whether it be self-service, whether it be contact center specific, or whether it be consulting services to actually help put these applications together to give them a broader reach in the market.
So really, though, at the end of the day, it is about servicing your customers, providing effective customer service. So where really today, given the new technology that you've been talking about and some of the trends, what is the opportunity for businesses as they look to provide that a high level of customer service?
Well, we really look at it in several different areas. Some of the things that Nortel's focused on is one, really driving flexibility. Terms that have been used in the market for some time is virtualization of the contact center, work-at-home agents, expert anywhere. We're obviously very focused on that. We're also very focused on delivering a professional service organization that will support our customers, providing some expertise that they may not have internally in their organizations, especially the medium-sized organization that has limited resources available to them. It needs to build off those relationships that Nortel would have with large organizations on how to duplicate and actually compete very effectively in these marketplaces. And then last but not least is really around partnerships. Some examples of some significant partnerships that Nortel has looked at is really bringing desktop relationships like IBM or Microsoft to the table, with OCS integration as an example. So these are the things that are going to really drive change.
Good. We've been chatting with Nortel's Mark Morrell here at IT Expo. Mark, thank you very much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Appreciate the time.